What's up, everyone? Adrian Morrison here, and I want to welcome you to the Profit Power Hour. I'm excited to have you here. We are in an interesting time of the year, and we have some really cool strategies that I want to share with you. Everyone's piling in the room right now. I'm getting my okay, so I see my camera's on. What's up? I'm missing one piece of lighting. I've just put together my office. Um, to you, it looks the same. You're seeing the backdrop, but what's in front of me has been a disaster for a year. It's like, yeah, just a room full of stuff. Now it's a proper office, which is fun. I got a new desk. It's a nice big desk. I'm no longer working at a small, scrunched up desk where all my stuff is everywhere. It's just, it's really, really nice. So it feels good to be up here working. Like when your workspace is nice, I feel like you just are more motivated. Like for me, I'm super ADD and I need to be in like a space with good energy, good artwork, clean, organized. Um, you know, anyways, I'm excited. If you are new to the Profit Power Hour, this is a weekly webinar that we do. It is free. It's a couple of things. It's first and foremost your way of getting to know me a little bit better, connecting with me. It's streaming. I know a lot of people stream on Twitch and Kick and all that stuff. Like before all that was big, educators streamed on, GoToWebinar. Uh, so if you're like, why isn't he streaming on YouTube or Kick or whatever? We have like over 100,000 people on the list for this stream. 10,000 can only be registered. So we're always having to kick people out. They have to re-register so new people can come in. And only 1,000 people can join. And if I were to move to a different platform like Zoom, Twitch, Kick, whatever, a lot of people would just be confused because I've done this for 10 years. 10 years. Started this in late 2014. We're going into 2026. So, maybe almost 11 years. And yeah, so this is where everything's at, and this is currently where it's going to stay until further notice. When I started, I didn't have white patches in my beard. I didn't even have a beard. Now my hair is like gray here. It's all brown back here. But like got this little gray spot right here. Like what's going on? Your boy is aging. Um, but I'm still doing this stuff, right? Who have you seen stick around for this long? You know what I'm talking about. Many of you have bought many guru stuff. The guru that you bought ecom stuff from in 2015 started selling crypto stuff in 2017, then started selling real estate and Section 8 housing stuff. And then they were day traders, and all of these things make money, like real estate and Section 8 and trading and crypto. But it's easy to tell when someone doesn't actually, or let me take a step there, hasn't ever really and truly made money doing what they're teaching, because they hop around, right? I've been teaching e-commerce since 2015, and I haven't hopped to crypto. I do crypto. I own a lot of real estate. My brother and I are getting into, we're looking at some Section 8 stuff, and we own, storage, like self-storage facilities, and I have a lot of money in stocks, and, but like, I'm not an expert in any of that stuff. I teach what I actually have done, right? And like, I teach the stuff that I do. So if you're here, rest assured, I think that you're in the right place. Like I'm not going to disappear in 30 days. And this is a webinar where I just teach you, like, the goal is stop blowing money on $1,000 courses. Courses are great, mentorship is great, coaching is great, and all that stuff. But like, you shouldn't be nickel and dimed for every single piece of knowledge. So my goal is to keep you here, to spill out as much knowledge and whatever I can each and every week for you to keep you on the right track. And actually, when I was unpacking my office, I found something I want to show you real quick. Let me grab it. One sec. Okay. My dad passed away in 2018 from cancer, and he gave me this when I was a young boy. Was 10 years old. Got it out of a magazine. You can see it says, see if it'll focus, to Adrian from Dad on my birthday, 11/14/1994, age 10. I know it's backward because of the camera, but it's this image he got out of a magazine of a guy, the fork in the road. And he said, Adrian, a lot of times in life, you are going to be presented with a fork in the road, a decision that you have to make. And those decisions that you make are what will define, your character. And character is what you do when nobody else is looking. And so here's this man presented with this big decision, and his character and his whole life, will be defined by these decisions at these forks in the road. And so I've always kept this in my office. It's actually the cover of my brother's book that he wrote. He redid this as the cover of his book. And so like that's what's always kept me on this path that I'm on, right? Is get to these forks. And I think I remember this picture that I've now had for 20 plus years. What was 10? Yeah, 10. So I've had it 30 years. And look how perfect it is. It's the original frame and everything. Anyways, it's why I do what I do. It's why I make the decisions that I make. It's why I try my best to give y'all as much as I can without, charging you a gazillion dollars. It's why I do all this stuff for free, It's what I always think of when I have a decision to make, and I really know what the right decision is, despite what greed or anything else might be telling me to do. This image my dad gave me pops up in my head because it's always been in my office. And I would love for you to remember that as well, because you'll be presented with decisions. Some will be life-altering decisions, character-defining decisions, so on, so forth. In business, you'll come into decisions like, should I do this or should I do that? Or, should I put my time here or put my time there? Every decision's important, and you really have to do what you feel in your heart is best for you. So many of you are here tonight because you feel like this is the best decision for you. So I appreciate that. And we're gonna get into it. So last week, and you can go to my YouTube channel and you can watch this, or go into Access Adrian and watch it. But we did this webinar where I showed over Black Friday, Cyber Monday stats. I drew this graph here that kind of showed you like what's happening right now in e-commerce, because this week in particular, especially in the next 5 days, like a lot of e-commerce stores kind of shut down. They don't shut down, like close the doors, they go out of business, they pull back, right? They try not to sell it as much because a lot of them are drop shippers and things aren't going to get here in time. I ordered some stuff for Drake, my 3-year-old, from some stores like over a week and a half to 2 weeks ago. And the stores, guaranteed holiday delivery and all this stuff. and tracking them in the Shop app, because I usually will use Shop Pay if a Shopify store has it available. And like, yeah, I mean, some of this stuff, like I ordered December 7th, so a week ago, December 5th. It's legit not even it's not even shipped yet. It just says, processing. This was $170. This gift here that I ordered December 5th, it's $499. Very expensive. And yeah, like it's like radio silence, 600 bucks. Radio silence. So there again, here and again, the man at the fork in the road. Um, some people are greedy and they know that the shit ain't gonna get shipped in time, and they'll sell it to you. And then, your kids are waking up without their Christmas gifts because they didn't come in, or your, partner, or whatever it might be. And that's shitty. But there's a lot of greedy people that will sell and they'll ask for forgiveness, right? And they still make money, but they get a lot of refunds. Those people are pieces of shit, okay? You shouldn't do that over the holidays. And then there are people that are scared of a bunch of refunds because they're worried about shipping times. So they shut their business down, or pull back and try not to sell stuff. Last week, I showed you what you should do to not shut down and still generate sales by just being upfront and saying, hey, look, it ain't gonna get there by Christmas, but it can get there 3 days after, 5 days after. We'll give you a good deal. We'll give you a big discount, if you still go ahead and shop with us. And then I showed you a US supplier, Shine On, that ships still within 3 to 5 days. So we're still in a good time frame. But a lot of people, they pull back out of fear, and you just don't have to do that. So if you go back, you watch last week's training, you'll see you don't have to pull back and you don't have to be a piece of shit, Like there is a middle ground where you can choose the path of making less money, generating less sales, and doing the right thing, right? By being honest. And a lot of people just don't think about that. They think it's either 0 or 100. So I showed you how to do that last week, and talked a little bit about, what you should do. Why are my lips so red? There must something in the camera. The color must be off, or no way my lips are that red. This must be like the color settings on the camera. I pulled everything apart and put it back together. Like, even though this light looks super vivid on the camera, something's up. All right, whatever. ADD kicked in. Um, and then you know, that's what happens. Some people shut down. That's the red. The green are the people that kind of like, semi-educated on what to do, and there's trends downward. And the people that do what I taught last week, that are like a little bit more educated, those people kind of, they it drops a bit, but it steadies. And then right after December 25th, Christmas Day, their sales can skyrocket again, like skyrocket. Because after the holidays, people get money, and they start shopping. They get cash for Christmas, or cash for Hanukkah, cash for whatever holiday it is that they celebrate, right? And so they go and they go on spending sprees online. And if you position yourself the right way, your store could be there set up with holiday sales, post holiday sales, New Year sales, all the stuff to get like reinvigorated, and energized. We're going to go over that strategy next week, because I get y'all a couple of days before Christmas. So that webinar is going to be really important on I think it's the 22nd. Let me see. No, it'll be the 23rd. Okay, so the day before Christmas Eve. Yeah, like super important that you get on that webinar because I'm going to be showing you all some really cool strategies that you can implement Christmas Eve, Christmas Day, the day after, all the way up to New Year's. Okay. This week, what I want to do is I want to prepare. I want to start looking for some viral products. And I've shown you all this before, but Zendrop is the supplier that most of you are hooked up with. And there's also Shine On. Shine On, 100% recommended right now. However, Zendrop has this trending products category that I get access to, and anybody gets access to that pays for their premium plan, which is like, I don't know, 400 or 500 bucks a year. Many of you, it's not in your budget to do that right now, you know? That's okay because I come in here all the time and for free, I show it to you. I'm an investor in Zendrop. They're not going to get mad at me. I keep it tight in my group. And so it benefits you and it benefits Zendrop if you sell the items, right? So let's look at some of these items and see over Black Friday, Cyber Monday, what some of the most popular items are going up to the Christmas and Hanukkah holidays. And I apologize if I'm misspeaking on like Hanukkah. I I don't know how that's necessarily, I'm not educated on how it's celebrated, believe it or not, but I believe like there's multiple days and each day there's gifts. If I recall, one of my friends celebrated Hanukkah growing up. Um, so anyways, I apologize if I'm assuming anything in an uneducated state about Hanukkah to those of you that celebrate it. I'm just trying to do my best to convey to y'all, ecom strategies. But like over the holidays, the gifts that are going viral, be it whatever holiday is celebrated in whatever way it's celebrated. And um, these are the things that also are going to be really, really good to push the day before, the day after, and even through New Year's. And this list will update even more over the next week or two. But let's look at this because again, we want to be putting products on our store that are in high demand. So on Christmas Day, and I say Christmas, assuming I don't assume everybody celebrates it, but you know what I mean. After the holidays, people that got cash, we have products that we know are in demand when they go online to start shopping, right? So let's look at some of these. This one is interesting to me. Is it's number one. It's a postpartum body shaper. I have no business talking about this, so I'm not going to. But I am going to show it to you because it is on the list. I don't understand. I don't even understand this, but like, you know, I don't get it. Okay, but whatever. For those of you that get it or want to do research, chat GPT it, you could do that. But it is, this particular one is trending. It's 15 bucks out the door. I can't tell you too much on that. I've never sold those and I don't understand them. Wooden magnetic fishing toy. Okay, very simple little toy here. $8.47 out the door. 8 days shipping time frame. It's shipped from the US, which is great. It's a 73-cent product. This is something that, somebody's not going to take their, Christmas money and go buy because they're, like kids this age aren't shopping online, but it's something that, you know, parents, a lot of people with children still get Christmas gifts from their family members that are cash, and they might see this and buy this. $8. Like you could sell this for 15 bucks, 12.99. You could do a free plus shipping offer on this, 10.97. you know, free, just pay shipping and processing. Um, make a small profit and build a list of people who have, you know, young kids, and then you could start email marketing to them and retargeting them and remarketing to them other, you know, kids toys. This is a really, really, and kids love this type of stuff. Let's look at some more. The oil dripping with the knuckle ring. Oil dripping knuckle. What the hell is this? I don't freaking know. I don't know what this is. Where is the oil dripper? Which one of these rings drips oil? Okay, there's a cool photo. Like the photo in and of itself could probably grab attention. Um, it's rings that elevate any outfit. This is Pro Fast Forward. All right, I don't understand the name, the oil dripping knuckle ring set, but it's a very popular ring set. It's really cool. I could see how like a lot of people will be interested in this. 687 out the door. Some people are obviously selling the heck out of this because it's in the top 5 trending products right now in the United States is where it's selling. And yeah, I mean, it's just little things like this always sell. I was thinking one of the rings had like some like, you know, oil in it for you could put like oil diffusers and stuff, and it's like that's weird. I might take oil dripping out of the name, but yeah, it's just a ring set, $6, another free plus shipping offer, phenomenal. The neck anti-wrinkle mask. All right, so no, it's 18 bucks out the door. Products like this sell for $50 to $100 all day long on Amazon. So another product, and this is something that everyone cares about, is looking young, you know, staying healthy. They're cheap, good markup on these, so keep an eye on these. Car sunshade and heat thing. I don't understand why this is popping off during the winter, but it is. Is it in the US? Okay, so other countries is where it's not cold probably right now, maybe in the UK. I think it's cold in the UK. I mean, you know, it's trending. Put it on your store, like whatever. I guess it protects kids and stuff too. A car bin, trash bag. Oddly, I'm just starting to notice a potential trend. I don't know, like we'll see, but like um a neck massager, or no, that's a mask. Okay, so that's a mask. So forget that. But this is a car sunshade thing that's selling. It blocks the sun from coming in, and even if it's cold outside, the sun can still be blazing while you're driving. Protects your kids. And then I'm seeing a car trash bin, another thing that has to do with cars. So this might be something that a trend we're seeing, like traveling. A lot of people are traveling for the holidays and New Year's and stuff. These they could be buying stuff for their travel. A baby sling carrier, so another thing for babies. So baby products are really, really hot right now. Um, so you know, parents with young kids can't buy enough of this stuff. A heated pillow. I don't know. Why do I keep getting the weird stuff that I don't understand or you want to tap into trying to talk about because the name's throwing me off? But it's a neck support pillow. So you know it's heated. It does look nice. Another neck and shoulder massager. So another trend, neck massagers selling, heated pillows, comfort, health, nasal. I could see how these are popping off right now, like nasal wash sprays. Like these are like so uncomfortable to do, but a lot of people during this season and going into, you know, January and beyond, yeah, they're looking for these because these are a great way to like clear your nasal passage, get rid of any gunk in your nose while you're feeling like crap. I myself have looked for these, you know, online. I wear these things every night, not this exact brand, but similar nasal breathers. So that's a good upsell, for very good upsell. Plastic pasta storage, forget that. Wooden math blocks, another kid's toy set. Kids ducks, calming duck toys. I don't know what's calming about them, but I like the marketing angle. Okay, well, this is for dogs, not kids' toys. Okay, just take note. You can see the replay of this, but take note. I'm just kind of I haven't looked at this, so I'm just going what we're seeing this all at the same time. LED rechargeable collars. I can vouch for this type of product. I've sold tens of thousands of these. I love it when I see some of the trending products have a variant that's out of stock, because that means that they are selling the hell out of these things. They're 11 bucks out the door. They have pretty fast shipping. I know that people buy these because it's something that we've sold and we still have on our store. So like, does it sell like at the volume that it used to? Absolutely not. But this is a new version. This is a new variant. It's not the OG variant. So, this is unique in its own way. It's different. Electric salt and pepper shaker, portable ceramic, what is this? Hair straightener, another beauty product. And again, these are all here because these are the top selling products right now across all of Zendrop. I can't pronounce that. Hyperbaric therapy. So varicose vein stockings. I mean, look, some of these, I'm not going to lie, and I've said this before. Sometimes I look at these and I'm like, who's selling this? Like how? How are they selling it? Like, I'm a very good marketer. I've been doing this since 2007, 2008. And some of this stuff I'm like, but how? Like, how? How are you doing this? Like, how do you just sell varicose veins socks? Like, is that your main product or is it an upsell to some other product? Suction cup, window trackball cat toy, so another car traveling. Another electric heating pads, the second heating pad we've seen in the top sellers. I love it when I see similar products in the top sellers category because, like it tells me that this, not just one product, but these types of products are popular. They're being purchased. They're in demand. Let's see what else we got. I'm not seeing anything fun. I like it's not about what we like and what products are fun. It's about generating sales, right? But like it's always cool when there's like something interesting to in the list. Microfiber cleaner, the inflated PVC dog collar for anti-bite and lick. Yo, my dog needs this because he'd be licking all night. Like all I hear all night is keeps me up. So I could see how something like this would just year round work. If it keeps dogs from licking. It's trending. Dentures, guess who? Man, these are really interesting basic things. Nothing really crazy. Car decoration, this time's passed for that. That'll be gone. Magnetic glide. What is this? Shoehorn. Eh. What is somebody going to buy with their holiday money? That's what I'm thinking about. Peacock 3D wall lamp. I mean, this could be something. Another kid's product. Another kid's product, nonetheless. It's trending. Thickened sponge headband. We need something that really makes people pause. Climbing Santa Claus would have been great 2 weeks ago. Caterpillar tag toys. Okay, here we go. A resin mineral crystal coffee mug. This is something that people would stop and buy if you hit the right audience. And there are a lot of people that are big into crystals. You know, they wear crystals. They believe that they bring different types of energy and stuff like that. So, you know, this could be a good product. I'm just going to pick out a couple more that really do make sense. The Luminous mouse pad, some variants out of stock. This is a mouse pad that lights up. Definitely something people would use their money to purchase. Let me show you a couple more that really stick out. The baby travel head support, another baby thing. The 360-degree phone holder. This is something that, you know, people might buy like in passing, but it's not like a, oh my God, that's so cool. Needle art things. Let me see if anything else really sticks out. I'll show these again next week. Outdoor sports bag. You can find this, and you know, you can go back and look at the replay of this and go find all these products in Zendrop. Like you can just type the names in and find them. Anybody can market these. This is just a curated list. The Moon Astronaut LED nightlight. These always crush. Yeah, so let's see where this is, the lie detector game. That could be fun. Let's see where this list is next week, but there are a couple of really good ones that I pointed out on this first page, like this luminous mouse pad, this mineral mug, the neck massagers and heating pads, and the Peacock 3D wall lamp. These are all things I think do with the LED dog collars. Again, I think these could do well. These oil dripping knuckle ring sets could do really well. The puzzle set could do really well. These are what are trending right now. You know, this is the data that we have. So go check out some of these products, do some research, do the marketing, do the targeting. And next week we will go over our pre-holiday sales strategy. I'm gonna show you something really cool, okay? So I'll see you next week right here, same place, same time on the Profit Power Hour. That's it for tonight. Good night, y'all.